Oh, I can't hear Natasha.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
How are you guys doing?
We're good. I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
Good. Busy day today. Did you guys have busy days too?
Yes, always.
Yeah.
I think after Veterans Day, the kids are kind of, I don't know if those of you are in the classroom, but the kids are, we had a 3-day weekend, so that always takes a little readjustment to be back in school. So if you guys could maybe, if you could just mute until you're ready to talk, that would be great.
Okay.
That way we don't have quite so many background noise. That's great. So well, now it's really quiet. It's kind of scary. Sounds like, looks like most of you are pretty connected. So for this meeting, I'm going to go ahead and start on time. For this meeting, I'm sorry, I'm not even dressed normally. I just got back from the gym. I decided I was going to get that workout in. So in my gym clothes, I be, so be it. So I'm so glad we could get together this evening. And I look forward to the point of this particular meeting is just for us to introduce ourselves and for me to share with you some tips to be successful in online learning. So could you give a thumbs up or something? Have you taken an online class before? Okay, a couple up, couple down. Okay, so most of you have not. Okay, good. I'm so glad to hear that. So there's some learning that comes with the online class. And from my experience, I guess I'm kind of a big stroke, big picture type person. And so I have a tendency to just kind of skim through material. And that got me in trouble in my first online class because I skimmed through stuff and then I forgot dates and didn't get all the details in. So I hope to be able to help you with some of that today. So I think the first thing I'd like to do is just introduce myself, and then we'll just go through and each of you will introduce yourself and share a little bit about yourself. And then I'll give you some tips and how to be successful and open it up for questions. So my name is Elizabeth, and I grew up in Glendora, California, and moved to Spokane, Washington, probably 25 years ago. I am the mom of 6 children and the grandmother of 12 children. So I spent last weekend in Boise. And for those of you who are parents will appreciate this, Landon, who's 5 years old, he's a kindergartner. As I was leaving, he gave me a big hug and he said, Nana, next time you come, can you please stay for 10 sleeps? You only had 2 sleeps here tonight, this time. So we need you here for 10 sleeps. So that was kind of cute. Anyway, I have lots of fun with my grandkids, and they range in age from 12 to 2 and keep me very, very busy. My oldest daughter lives around the corner from me, which I'm very blessed, and she has 3 kids, of which I'm also the vice principal of the school where the kids are at. So if they get in trouble, and Nana finds out about it before Mom does, so it's just the way it goes. In my hobbies, I am a triathlete. I like to do triathlons, and I love to swim the best. And I love to bike ride, and I hate running, but that just kind of comes with it. I have been crazy busy this year adjusting to a new school, so that has been a good learning for me. And I did do one full marathon about 2 years ago, and I could cross it off the bucket list. I did it, and I will never do that again. 26 miles is not, it just was not my thing. So anyway, in my professional life, I am the principal at two elementary schools. I go to one in the morning and one in the afternoon. And I'm also a regional technology coach for about 8 schools. So I work with staff with technology integration at various schools after school hours. So that's a little about me. And let's see who I could bug next. How about Mark? Mark, do you want to unmute and share about yourself?
So I have 2 kids. I have a 5-year-old daughter and a 3-month-old son. I work as a bartender on the weekends and go to school, obviously, with you guys during the week. And then I sub or observe on the other days. So my life's quite full as well. I don't know. You were talking about the sleep thing and made me laugh because my daughter, like, that's how she understands duration. So, like, if she's going to go to grandma's house, it's like, how many more sleeps till I get to go to grandma's house? So I thought that was funny that your grandson said the same thing. Yeah, big baseball fan. You know, baseball season's over, so now I'm sad. I coached high school baseball for the last 7 years. This is my first year not coaching because it just worked out that way, and I wouldn't have time to do it anyways. So just taking this year off, and I'll get back into it next year. I'm going to teach high school math, and yeah, that's me in a snapshot.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. How about Sean?
Hi, my name's Sean. I'm married. I just got married actually a year ago on November 4th. So I just celebrated my 1-year anniversary with my wife.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I have a pet pig and a brand new puppy. It's always a good one for people to know about my pig. His name's Peppa. Let's see. I was a store manager at Dick's Sporting Goods for about 2.5 years, and then recently just made the jump to a full-time substitute at Senestown High School, where if I'm not subbing in a classroom, I am running with the OCR or EAC is what they call it, kind of like on-campus detention. So I'm getting a lot of hands-on with there. My hobbies and pastimes are sports. I went and I played college football. So I am currently coaching football at the high school for freshman and varsity. That's one of my main reasons is coaching and passion about coaching and helping kids. So that's my main focus is getting my credential, my master's, and then helping kids because I love coaching. I am a huge football fan. It's football season, so my life is ran by football. Patriots fan. I don't know if any of you guys don't like that. It's all right. See some heads and some boos and some thumbs down. It's okay. But yeah, very passionate about football, baseball, basketball, all that good stuff. But yeah, it's pretty much about me.
Great. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
How about Natasha? We can't hear you. There you are. We can hear you now. But you disappeared. Natasha, we can't hear. Are you there? We still can't hear you. Mm. Can the rest of you hear her? Nobody can hear you. So Natasha, why don't you try to see what you can do there? Oh. And why don't we have Christian in the meantime?
Have Natasha check your the microphone setting on your laptop.
Yeah. So my name's Christian Gibson. I go by Chris for the most part, just kind of a nickname everybody called me when I was younger for obvious reasons, I guess. I am 25, just turned 25 on November 3rd, and had a fun birthday in Vegas with some friends I hadn't seen in a while, so that was cool. I want to be a history teacher, hopefully, but mostly I want like a job, so that's my priority. So I'm probably going to be passing like a few different CSETs and trying to see how that goes. Right now I sub in Beaumont Unified District and San Jacinto, and then my girlfriend lives out in Palm Desert, and so I'm going to apply to Desert Sands District, try to just be all over the place. I live in Hemet right now, so I drive a lot, but it's worth it kind of getting the exposure and stuff. I really like watching movies and TV. The show I'm watching right now is Mindhunter on Netflix. That one's awesome. You guys should check it out. It's kind of crazy, but fun. Big football fan as well. Texans are my team, but JJ Watt's out, so is Deshaun Watson. So it's a rough season, but it's happening. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Just grinding, working a lot, and schooling a lot, and doing a lot of homework. But yeah.
Sounds good. Natasha, did you figure it out? Nope, not yet. Anybody have any tips for her? Maybe you can just text us. Is that you, Natasha? Do you have noise in the background? Oh, we can't hear you yet. So Natasha, can you tell us about your family? Natasha, do you want us to get back with you? Yeah? Okay. Okay, in the meantime, Kim, I saw you somewhere.
Can you hear me?
I can now, yeah.
Okay. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm sorry I popped on a minute late.
No worries. We're just kind of sharing a little something about ourselves and what your goals are while you're in the program, and maybe a little about your family.
Okay. I've been married for 24 years. I have 2 children, 2 boys. Both of my kids are adopted. My husband's an LA County firefighter, and I'm in the program trying to get a special ed credential.
Okay.
The reason why I'm doing special ed is because I have a special ed kiddo at home. He's 20, but he still every day is baby steps. And I kind of hold it dear to my heart. I had to fight a long, hard battle from 2nd grade through 12th grade. And I just hope that I can help some more kiddos like mine, and hopefully be some hope to parents, because you don't always get that in those IEPs regarding the parent side. So I hope that I can do that. I've got someone peeking in. Get out. Sorry, that was the 20-year-old, of course. And the main reason I'm doing this is because my family needs it. My husband hasn't been the most healthy, and it was just something that I had to do for my family. So wasn't on my bucket list at this point in my life, but I actually am enjoying going back to school, and it's been fun. It's been nice to get to know all of you guys across the board up there. I've had most of you in class with me before, and just working on it. So
Great. Thank you for sharing.
sure.
Yeah. And let's see, who else do we have that we haven't gotten so far? Alexandra,
Hi, yeah, can you hear me?
we can hear you, yes.
Yeah. My name is Alex. I'm 22. I'm newly married. I got married last October. I'm not quite sure what I want to teach yet, somewhere between kindergarten and fourth, I believe, but I'm still not sure about that. I work as a sub for Temecula and Marietta school districts, and I love it. And I think that's pretty much it.
So Alexandra, are you, because I don't have, what is your last name?
Zapp, Z-A-P-P.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, so do you know yet what grade level you want to teach?
I'm not sure. For a while, I thought it was going to be kindergarten or first, but through like observations and different things that I'm starting to like more of the upper grades. So I have no idea. We'll see. Wherever I end up, I'll be happy. So
Okay, great. And Jennifer, I don't think we got you, did we?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. I'm Jennifer Wood. I've been married for 22 years. I have a 20-year-old son who's in college. I have a 16-year-old who's a junior at the high school that I happen to work at. I've been an aide for about 11 years. I started out when my daughter was in kindergarten as a playground aide, part-time. Then I became a one-on-one aide, working at the high school and with the middle school. So I've bounced around. I've been back at the high school for a while, and I have been an RSP aide for the past, 5, 6 years now. And now that my kids are older, I figured this is now my time to go back to school and pursue a career, something I've put a hold on to raise my children. I have a BS in biology that I obtained about 20 years ago. And I'm ready to use that again. And I'd love to just share my passion of the sciences with students. I really enjoy, I've grown to really love working with high school students. So,
Great.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for sharing. That's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, did we get everybody? Anybody I missed?
I haven't gone yet.
Okay, who's that? Richard.
Richard Butler. Richard.
Oh, thank you.
Well, my name is Ricky. Most people know me as Ricky, but it says Richard on there. I'm 29. I'm a history. I have a degree in history, and I'm looking to teach high school. For a couple of years out of college, I worked for a couple of solar companies in the marketing divisions, and then realized I didn't really like that so much, so I decided to pursue my goal of being a teacher. So that's why I'm back. So it's been kind of an adjustment trying to get used to going back to school, but I'm enjoying it so far. Other than that, I mean, I follow sports a lot. Big Angels and Chargers fan, so two of the more disappointing teams ever. But other than that, just music, movies, school, and stuff like that I enjoy doing, and can't wait to teach high school and hopefully coach some baseball teams.
Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ricky, for sharing. So now if we could just popcorn out, I'm curious why you're taking this class. And I'm curious why you're taking it, first of all, online, and secondly, why you're taking the class at all. So just speak out wherever.
Yeah, so I'm taking the class because they broke it down for me in a list, and it's here on the list, and I have to do it before I can get to here on the list.
Got it. Okay.
And yeah, and online's convenient, and I think the only way to take it as far as I saw. So
Anybody else?
Yeah, my reasoning is the same. As far as being online, it was like the only way you could do this class is online. And I was originally going to get my my master's in PE, but they said that in order to do my master's in PE, I had to first obtain my like credential or whatever in physical education. But I don't want to teach PE in high school. I wanted to get my master's in physical education in case I coach at the like JC level. But then I found out that I can't do that. So then this was the alternative route.
Maybe. Anybody else?
I'm doing it for the same reason. I'm mastering in technology, and this was the entry-level class. It was only online, and it's the precursor to the rest of the master's classes.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, for the same reason as Kim stated, as well as I'm not very tech savvy, so I was encouraged to go this route. I realize at the high school, there's a lot of technology involved in the classroom, and every teacher is their own tech person. There's no one there to save them if things don't work, so you really do need to know what you're doing in the classroom. So I feel this is going to be a valuable class to help me as a start to help me out here.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Everything's going to technology now, and I'm not too tech savvy when it comes to all the different online stuff, especially in the classroom and teaching. The high school that I want to teach at, that I'm currently at in San Jacinto, is all one-to-one with Chromebooks. So the more I know about technology and the different, applications and things like that will, really help out my students as well as myself in the classroom, I feel. So that's why I'm doing it, as well as it's only online for the master's program.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay. Okay, so I'm wondering, when you looked at the syllabus, oh, Natasha, I ran a test on the microphone. There was no problem found. I have no idea why it's not working. I'm very sorry. It just happens. That's the love of technology. It's the way it goes. So maybe later on you can look at it at your own time, just whenever's convenient. But in the meantime, you're here, and we're just thankful that you're here. So you're fine. It just happens. So do you foresee any of the topics that we have that are on the syllabus as like, are going to be problematic? Or anything so far in the class that you said, wow, that was really a challenge?
For me, the live binder was a little bit of a
challenge?
A challenge to kind of figure it out and go around it. But so far, I feel like that's the only thing that's going to be a super challenge. But I'm slowly figuring it out. Keep playing with it here and there. So I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah, I totally agree. But I think it's going to be a good resource moving forward too, to kind of like organize resources for the classes we teach and kind of keep those tabs up to date.
Mm-hmm.
Figuring it out to begin with was kind of tough.
I'd like to thank Ricky personally, because I was just waiting for someone else to post theirs first so I could see how to do it, because I was like, I have no idea how this works.
Okay.
I'm with the guys. I had a hard time getting it set up too. I'm assuming it's for our future technology classes, is what I'm assuming it was for. And then we could do it again if we use it in, once we get in school and start teaching. So, but I'm with the boys on this one.
Anybody else? Who thought it was easy? And Natasha did good. Anybody else? Okay. So the one thing while I'm grading them that we're looking for, and if you don't have it, you're welcome to go and cheat and quickly update it, is I'm looking for you to have the courses that you're taking that you need to take to graduate. You need to a tab for each one of those. And then in our class, you're going to need multiple tabs. So you're going to need like a tab for your Bible resources. I would make a tab too for your assignments. I would make a tab for web pages that you find are beneficial. I can't tell you how often after I graduated, when you're in the midst of what you guys are going through, you're so overwhelmed and people are giving you, oh, there's this great resource here and there's this here. And then you think, oh yeah, I'll get to that later. But then you think, oh, what was that? And you're going to be in your first year teaching and you're going to go, oh, I learned about that, but I don't have a clue. I don't remember. So if you have all that organized, it is going to save you so much time in the future. So make sure you have those subcategories. And then the biggest trick to this class is every time you see something that you think is important, stick it in that binder. Because otherwise you're trying to do it all at the very last week, and that's a headache. So don't procrastinate it. Whatever you do, every week say, oh, okay, that's a cool thing. It's your binder, it's no one else's. But just remember to keep it organized, keep it filled, because if you wait till the last minute, it's going to be problematic. Natasha, do you have a question? No? Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So as far as the binder, like, are there specific things that we should be putting in there every single week, or is it just like things that we feel are necessary?
Things that I would put your assignments in there. Definitely put all your assignments in there. But
okay.
Other than that, put things that you feel like are going to be useful.
Like the assignments being like the who am I and the word cloud and stuff like that?
Yep.
Because like everything else has just been forum based up until this point, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. And it's more to get you in the habit of it, because in your future classes, they're not going to be so forum based.
Okay.
Okay.
So just curious as to when we're putting the assignments in there, are we just copy and pasting the who am I in those forums, or how does that work? Or just a link?
A link would be fine.
Okay.
However you want to do it.
Okay.
Does each assignment have to have a tab?
No, I would just put it under assignments. However you want to organize it, Kim. Just whatever you want to do. And then Natasha just asked a question, will we be turning our assignments in on Sakai? And yes, you will. But I don't open them up way ahead. And the reason I don't, I'm really purposeful with that, because the lessons every week guide you in how to complete the assignments. And if you try to complete lesson 7's assignments on lesson 2, you haven't had the learning that you need to complete it successfully. And so then you're going to have to redo it. And why do that? So I do that purposely so that to slow you down, so we kind of stay together and that you follow those lessons. Okay.
As far as the like grading portion of it, like in Sakai, there's only 2 assignments. So it's like is our entire like grade for this based on that, or is it the live binder?
You're going to get more assignments.
Oh, okay.
I'm only opening them up like a week or 2 before they're due.
Okay.
But your grade, it spells it out in the syllabus. A lot of your grade are forums. Part of your grade is the assignments.
Okay.
But the forums really are a huge part of your grade. So I automatically go through, and if you have posted on time by Thursday, you automatically get 4 points. And then I just go through and say, did they respond to 2 people by Monday night for every single forum? So if this week you had 3 forums, and then I'm going to look through and say, okay, in the foundations, did they post all together 3 times? In whatever whatever the forums are, I'm looking for 3 posts, and that's how you get full points. Does that make sense?
So the new forums are, oh my gosh, I just looked at them and now I've forgotten them. We already did I'm really sorry. I've lost my train of thought.
It's okay.
Should we all have, well, most of us all have 512.
Okay.
And then the special ed, we all have the RECA class right now. So we should have tabs in there for those two, and we should be putting those assignments in also.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's my understanding from Dr. Baser is that will be your final portfolio for your program.
Oh, okay. Is that what they call the capstone project?
No, that'll be something else.
Okay.
Yeah. But this just helps you organize yourself. And it really, honestly, it makes such a difference. You're just going to have to trust on this one.
So as far as like the responses, like the week 4 forums are up. So our initial response to each of those is supposed to be done by like Thursday, like in 4 days, right?
Yeah, Thursday at midnight.
And then replies by next Monday.
Yep, correct.
Okay.
And that's all I'm looking for. Okay, that's how you get full points. So a couple of people were concerned about the first week or two that you didn't get everything all full points. Don't worry about it. We don't give A+ in the grad program. So if you miss a couple of points here and there, you're still going to get an A in the class. It won't matter. If you do that a lot of times, that will matter. But once or twice while you're getting the swing of it, somebody asked me for makeup work, and I said, don't worry about it. Okay.
So is there a certain amount of things that are supposed to be in the live binder by now, or it's just all going to be added up at the end?
It's all going to be added up at the end.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So right now, when I give you your grade, you're going to get a grade for your live binder, I think at the end of week 3. So I'll do that in the next day or two. And then what I will be looking for is that you have tabs for this class, for other classes. And I don't know exactly what your classes are. So if you don't get them for all your classes, I won't know the difference. And then that you have some sub-tabs. That's all I'm looking for right now. Just the organization. Any other questions? Okay, so another thing I wanted to remind you of is look at the announcements. I try once a week, maybe not quite once a week, once every 10 days, I will post an announcement. Most of my posts are complaining about the cold weather in Spokane. You will see me complaining about snow, about wind, about rain, and then I will usually add something else to it. Okay. And I just only complain because I'm jealous of you guys in warm weather. Okay. Okay, and then another tip is look carefully through the lessons. Dr. Baser really tried to line it out carefully, but if you skim through the lessons and try to take a broad stroke of what's going on, you're going to miss some details. And those details are going to make a difference. So that's the huge trick in online learning, is to walk through those lessons carefully. And then I personally made myself a calendar when I was going through the program, and I just jotted every detail down in the calendar because it was too easy to miss things and forget things. And then another thing is manage your time, balance. Like the live binders, do it along the way. Don't wait till the end to do it, because that will really set you back. And I guess my last tip is to communicate with each other. The Google Hangouts is a wonderful place for you guys to collaborate on your own. When I was going through the program, we had a group and we were a naughty group. We would throw virtual spitwads at each other, and we had a lot of fun. So enjoy the time, have fun together, and collaborate, get to know each other. I was in Cadre 1, which was a long time ago, and we're still good friends. We still text each other, we still email each other and support each other. So this online community, I've heard so many people say, oh, online, I need people, I need to interact. I honestly felt closer to the people that I worked online with than I did my face-to-face classes. It seemed like in the face-to-face classes, you walk in, you listen to a lecture, you do what you need to do, and you leave. Whereas the online classes, we really interacted and had fun together. So, okay, do you guys have any other questions for me?
I do. This is specific to something I've done on LiveBinder. For some reason, I didn't set up the cover tab correctly, so now I have what's called an overview tab. But according to what I'm seeing on your lesson plan, we're not supposed to have an overview tab?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so I don't know how to fix it now.
So there's directions in that lesson that was pretty specific to that cover page.
Mm-hmm.
Try going back to that lesson and following it step by step. And then if you're still stuck, if you could just meet with me, I'll just walk you through it.
Okay, I've tried looking at all the links you left for the tips and directions on LiveBinder, and I don't know that I can actually go back and create a cover tab now that everything's been established.
I'll have to work with you one-on-one on that.
Okay.
I think I just created a new tab and made that my cover tab, because you can move them along the continuum. So you just create a new tab, label it cover tab, and then move that to the first one.
Oh, okay.
And then just delete that overview tab.
Yeah, you go into settings.
Yeah, I know how to get rid of the overview tab.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But when I got rid of it, it took the picture away on my page that was up there. So now I have to add a picture.
You'll probably have to add a picture and just create a new page.
Okay.
I have a question about the picture. Like, I have a picture in it's like my little icon picture. Did you want an additional picture like on the cover page?
Whatever you want, it's your cover page.
Okay, then I'm good.
Okay, thank you.
Put a picture of your kids on there. Okay, any other questions? See how you guys were answering each other's questions? If you meet together and chat like that, that's the best way. That I learned so much doing that. Anybody else have any questions? No? Okay, well, if you're done with questions, I'm going to honor your time and let you go early. So I will stay online for a little longer. So if anyone has any additional questions that you want to ask me, I will stay here for a while. And the rest of you are excused to go, and have a wonderful evening, and thank you for meeting with me. Bye.
Thank you.
All right, thank
You
you.
guys.
Bye.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, it might have been my headphones plugged in.
I can hear you too.
Yeah? Can you hear me now? You can hear me?
Yep.
Totally hear you.
Okay, I had headphones plugged in that may have changed something. I'm not quite sure. Would that affect it?
It obviously did.
Okay, so next time I'll try it without the headphones.
There you go.
Okay, and then I do have class on Monday nights, but I stepped out of class. I wasn't sure if I was going to lose points for not attending, or for the next one, do I just watch the recording of it?
You can watch the recording, Natasha. It's
Okay.
fine.
Okay, thank you so much for answering all the questions and everything. Have a great night.
You too.
Okay, thanks. Bye.